Yeah, buddy, 8 days off the bike and we are back in business. I'm back on the bike and it is road to the cyclocross season. It starts now with the big base block, and I thought taking a week off was meant to make you feel better. My heart rate's through the roof. My legs feel like, they feel awful. I've got 2 bits of string dangling out of my shorts. Feels horrendous. I'm hoping that I'll warm to it, but I think it's going to take a few days for me to get going again. But nothing tough today, just going to get the legs firing again. 2 hours zone 2. Hopefully they feel a bit better by the end, but I literally feel like I've got no muscle in my legs. But it could be a mixture of the week off 1 and 2. I was in the gym this morning getting back on the strength and conditioning work, which after no gym for a while could be the cause of the sore legs. Mainly all single leg stuff, just trying to build some power, and then a little bit of upper body stuff as well. I mean, you've got to keep the biceps going. These biceps do not grow themselves, and I don't like to complain when the sun is shining in the UK, but it is bloody hot. It was colder on my, well, it felt cooler on my holiday. It is boiling. Getting my heat training in for a freezing cold cyclocross winter.
If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh, you matter what. Add it up, bankroll.
We are 1 hour down and I am slightly concerned that in 2 days or 48 hours I am racing a crit. Now, I expected my heart rate to be high, but I thought after like half an hour my legs would just get into the groove again, but they haven't. I'm having to work hard for like zone 2. But on a positive, it feels mega to be back on the bike, so that is good. Right, session complete, and I have got to have a word with a rocket. She told me that rest and recovery was going to make me faster. You lied to me. You bloody liar.
Chubby and slow.
Chubby and slow. Chubby and slow, and my legs hurt. I didn't think I'd be saying this, having cakes for breakfast and just eating like an absolute monster for a week, but I'm excited to get back to some normal food that we're used to having. Did you think we'd be saying that, Rocket?
I'm not saying it.
Not saying it. She's not saying it. She was loving the cakes. But I am not sure what's done it. It's either the gym session this morning or that bike ride, and my glutes are in absolute pieces already. I've got DOMs already. This is not good. But we're thinking about the long game, so hopefully I feel a little bit better tomorrow, because I've got to get up and do my first run. It is day 2 on the road to cyclocross season, and my legs are in a pretty bad way. My hamstrings and glutes have the worst DOMs I have encountered in a long time, and I've narrowed it down. It is definitely from the gym session now. That's what happens if you've not been hitting the gym a lot recently. Take some time off, and I tried to drop the weights so this didn't happen, but my god, I am in a world of hurt to bend down and stuff, which is not ideal. But it was the first run of the cyclocross season this morning, so there's a positive note and a little bit of success in actually getting out the door to do a run. It was only 10 minutes. Mo Farah has absolutely nothing to worry about. I think I only ran about a mile because I was having to run so slow to keep my heart rate in zone 2, because it was just like, as soon as I started running, ding, heart rate went up. I was like, what is going on? But it's a step in the right direction. We are doing a bit of running, but I just don't get why running is so difficult. It's just putting a foot in front of the other, but my heart rate just goes through the roof. But another couple of hours on the bike this afternoon, and it is mainly just zone 1, zone 2, getting the legs ticking over and used to just trying to get them back going again. But I've got some over-geared sprints today, so just slowing it right down in a bigger gear than what I'd want to be, and then just absolutely mashing the pedals, trying to put down as much power as I can to get up to speed and up to my sprint speed as quick as possible, trying to simulate what I'm gonna have to do out of the corners in cross, just nice and explosive, getting some power down, and then a little sprint, and I'm gonna get all of them 5 efforts done in the first hour when the legs are feeling a little bit fresher, and it should also help get the legs pinging a bit for tomorrow's crit with just some harder, proper top end efforts. And the results are in. Of the sprints, I hit a whopping 881 watts. I bet that gets you excited, doesn't it, Rocket?
I don't really know what it means.
It means your man's got power. He has not got power. We've got the pasta going down tonight, tofu pasta, ready to fuel us for tomorrow. And the Rocket is spectating tomorrow, so she expects good things, and she's also invited her parents. So they're gonna watch me and be like, this guy is a letdown. The Rocket's expecting good things though. And to add, how are your legs? The Rocket done a gym session as well. She done 10 sets of 10 squats. Bloody nutter. And now we're both walking around like OAPs. But we're gonna carb up, and then it is Guildford crit race tomorrow. Any advice, Rocket? Don't crash. Well, that is pretty stellar advice. I hope not to. It is race day, the first town centre crit race, and we are heading over to Guildford. I'm just doing an easy hour, and I'm racing the Guildford town centre crit. I've wanted to do this one since I got into cycling, so I've watched it the last few times, and it looks brutal. Full gas, like a fast corner, cobbles, absolutely everything, and it just so happened to fall right after my holiday. So I mean, I'm not overly optimistic that I'm gonna have a great performance, but one thing's for certain, I'll give it full beans and burn all the matches I've got, that is for sure. There's also no practice lap tonight, so the first lap is going to be the first time I race the course, which will be interesting, because I think everyone's just going to go absolutely full numpty, but it's going to be mega.
I'ma need safety, tell her I can't snake me. Ray gun on safety, my girl so tasty. Tell her it's your world, she want the two-tone spaceship. Blow smoke screen daily, so the stress don't faze me. I'm going, I keep it factual. I'm on sabbatical, I'm out in Central America. I need a break from hysteria. Park like the one with the carousel. I get it lit in your area. I'm locked to the vision, it couldn't be clear. You couldn't pay me to care enough. I dare you to hate me supreme with the sound through the stereo. So turn it up loud when you hearing us. We live and it's good in your area. My mama proud, she tearing up and it's going down. Got your girl aroused by these massive stacks like 100 pounds. Running big laps till the sun is down like 100 miles. Tinted frames on me leaning down, I'm winning now. Been a while, you ain't like me then, but how you like me now? Real one, if I hold you down, I'ma keep it there till we in the ground. Jet black when I paint the town on.
Oh boy, that was bloody brutal. My legs are wrecked now. That was full gas from start to finish, and my legs are still somewhere on a beach in Sardinia. They were not firing, but I managed to hang in there. I was in the top 10, I'm thinking 5th, but it was really confusing. I'll explain in the video. Like, I don't know, we were sprinting before the end of the race. It was just confusing. Rocket, pleased with the result?
Ecstatic.
She's ecstatic. She was like, that's my man. Coming back from holiday, hanging on for dear life, mouth like Gandhi's flip-flop. That was savage. Absolutely nowhere to hide. Full gas. And that's the hardest crit I've done this year, just like relentless from start to finish. I think I set a new threshold heart rate, and it was only a 30-minute race. That is crit complete and straight back to work this morning with the second run of the week, and I've got to admit, I did not want to get out of bed to do it, but it was only 10 minutes, so I was like, just get up, get it done. And that was the whole idea of keeping them runs short, so I actually get out and do it. And I think I was actually a little bit faster this morning with a lower heart rate, so that is good to see. I think I just was in a better rhythm this morning, even though I didn't want to be doing it. And then this afternoon we're back on the commuter. It's like when you've been on a race bike, it's like going from a Ferrari to a flipping Reliant Robin. And the plan was just a couple of hours zone 2, but I'm thinking about boosting it up to 3 hours and then having a slightly easier weekend because I've got a rest day tomorrow. And I don't know if it's just like perception, I think that's the right word, but after how hard yesterday's crit was, zone 2 feels a bit easier now. But in reality, it's probably just as hard. But legs are feeling surprisingly good after yesterday's Smash Fest. I thought I was going to be wrecked in an absolute shell, but I don't feel too bad. Obviously didn't work hard enough. No, I did. I was on the rope. That is a steady 3 hours on the bike complete, and it is taco night tonight. Look at that banger that the Rocket's made. And we have got some big decisions to make, because after last night's crit, I'm now 3 points away, I think, from getting my Cat 2 licence. And I had sort of said that Guildford crit was going to be my last one. I'm not really sure what to do. Rocket, got any input? What do you think we do?
Do one more crit.
We do one more. That's risky though. Risky business if I don't get like top 7, I think I need. But like, all I can think about right now is getting to bed. That is probably the one thing why I sort of decided that I wasn't going to do the crits, because I like to be in bed early and they're all after work, and it messes up with my sleep pattern. I sound like an old man right now. Messes up my sleep. I get home, my adrenaline's still so high that I can't get to sleep, and then it's just going to like be, it was a massive knock-on effect of my training when I was doing it before holiday, because just the sleep was what was affecting me. So I don't know, I'm like in two minds. I'm probably going to give it a go. But it's rest day tomorrow, so we've survived the first week of the road to cyclocross. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Any closing comment? Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo, tacos. This is why me and the Rocket are absolute opposites. She does a nice little thing with hers, actually makes a taco. I just break it all up, bang all that on top of that. Good to go. All ends up in the belly the same. You ain't got the hassle. Look how, I can't even put the camera on her. There's blooming stuff all over the chops. Closing comments from the Rocket.
I think I even enjoyed it.
But I hope you've enjoyed the video, and the next video will be the full Guildford crit, so I'll catch you in the next one.